What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in on today's video. I'm your host, Gabe. In today's video, we're going to be doing a swap from the old, ugly OEM 5th generation Camaro keys into a brand new key that is far more presentable and just a lot more refreshed. It looks a lot more modern than this older one. This is actually a mod that I discovered last year, ending of last year, 2020. And it's actually a mod that's pretty simple, and I think a lot of Camaro owners have experienced or at least thought about. This key in itself cost me about, I think it was like $12. I think you can get them even cheaper, but it's a very simple mod. This is definitely a mod that every Camaro owner should have. I actually have a key condom on it because of how terrible my key has gotten over the last couple of years. The material that the OEM Camaro keys have is like rubber, and of course over time you will dig your nails into it to unlock the car or just to interact with the buttons, and in some cases it gets pretty bad. I'm gonna take the key condom off and I'm gonna show you what's underneath. This is not for the weak-hearted, so here we go.
Oh my God, what is that?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My key went from looking like this to this. It's disgusting. This is just a horrendous example of this rubber material that these OEM keys are made of. So big difference from the new key here. As you can see, it's actually made out of plastic. So I won't be having that issue, and it has like this nice little chrome finish that I actually have some chrome pieces on my 2010 Camaro SS, so it'll kind of like match with it. This does have the switchblade, as you guys can see here. Unfortunately, my key, and the link is in the description below, but my key did not come with the Chevy ribbon here, but usually it'll come in the packaging here, so you won't have that problem. And this one's gonna be a lot more practical in the appearance and of course the usability of it with all of these buttons here. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Oh my God, it's just so terrible. Look at that. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, look at that. It's like unrecognizable. So what you want to do first is remove the this little housing here. This is actually quite easy to do. You can just simply pull it off there. It does take this battery right here in case you don't have one. So let's go ahead and keep moving. Pretty easy to take off, no stress there. As you can see, the circuit board is right below everything here. So in order to access that, we're actually gonna need either a butter knife. I mean, look, this is gonna be an old key that will not be used again. So if you're able to, if you break some buttons along the way, don't be worried. Now, if you wanna keep the key for another reason, obviously you wanna be a little bit more careful, but let's go ahead and start prying this thing open. Okay, so I actually found that using a butter knife may not be the best tool, so shame on me. What you might want to use is a screwdriver or a flathead or anything that is basically has a very thin entrance and then a larger opening. And really you just want to pry this. Again, I don't really care about this key. I'm not going to like use it again, so that is going to be the end of that. So let's go ahead and start prying it. Ta-da! And there you have it, guys. So after prying this with much effort, there you go. The key is in half. This is essentially what you're going to want to preserve and to take care of, which is essentially the circuit board. You can throw this cadaver, if you will, away at this point. I have no idea how my key got this bad. It's time to bring in the new key. Very nice compared to the old one, obviously, and the process is actually a little bit different. We're not going to be prying anything this time. We're actually going to be following some simple guides. So first things first, remove the cap here in the back, just like the other one. We'll set that aside there. And as you can see where the battery would go, and you could see kind of where the circuit board is going to be placed securely. So let's go ahead and start removing some of these little nuts here. You're gonna need a smaller screwdriver, something that obviously fits in here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so once you've gone ahead and removed these 3 screws, you're going to go ahead and just remove the cap here. Now, the spring is going to give you some resistance. That's fine. Just let it kind of do its own thing. There you go. So there you have the circuit board, like the little plastic, well, like a rubbery type of thing that's going to basically serve as the layer between the circuit board and the buttons. Here you have the spring. I'll show you guys how to load the spring back, but not to worry. But this is what the inside of the new key looks like. At first glance, guys, it may seem like it doesn't fit. And trust me, guys, it will. I'll show you guys at the end result once we've gone ahead and kind of screwed everything back on. There's actually a little pin that comes out there, a little plastic one in the center. There's a little hole in the circuit board, so you want to go ahead and line that up together. That'll be your point of reference. That is extremely important that you fill in. And once you've gone ahead and pushed that in, we're going to go ahead and put the cover right back on it. But because this is spring loaded, you're actually going to have to spin it counterclockwise. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. What you want to do is load the spring, and that's basically just putting this part on top of it. And it's kind of difficult to show you guys through video, but what you want to do is just simply put it on top, spin it about, let's say about 2 times. Careful not to move the circuit board. So once you've done it the second time, you're ready to go ahead and close it. You should see it kind of like snaps in place. But I think 2 is the magic number. 2 is the amount of times that you want to spin it counterclockwise. So if you have it like this, you spin it that way. Let's go ahead and start putting in the little nuts over here that, remember, you want to keep them close to you. All right, guys, so now that you went ahead and screwed the screws inside, it's nice and tight, it's secure, the spring comes out perfectly, no problems needed. You can actually feel that there's like a clicky feeling there. It feels a lot better than before, and of course you won't have the problem of your nails digging into the buttons. That's one of the good things about this key, as I mentioned before, but it does have some pretty good feedback. I love it. So the next step would be to go ahead and put in your new battery. It's a little tricky here. You got to make sure that you load it in the spring here and that little area right there. Put the top on. Oh, wait, is it this way? Yes, it is this way. Make sure it clicks, and there you have it, guys. So let's go ahead and go to the car and make sure that it works. All right, guys, so this is my 2010 Camaro SS tucked nicely away in my garage. Let's go ahead and actually check if this worked. Good. Now the unlock. Perfect. Panic works as well. And that's good to see, guys. Love it. All right, guys, so as you can see, the video was a success. The operation was a success. We were able to move the circuit board and the battery from the old, disgusting, cheap, rubbery key into the brand new, modern, practical key. The next steps for me would be to actually take it to a locksmith so I can move this key into this one so I can have that old switchblade feeling. I do know that there is a way to transfer the old key into like the new one. I actually don't have any video as of right now because that's not what my situation was, but I'll definitely put a link in the description to the best video on how to move the old key, well, the old switchblade into the brand new one. All right, guys, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you guys found this video informative and entertaining, go ahead and leave a like. It helps a lot with the algorithm. Anybody else that wants to look into replacing their keys or is just interested in Camaro content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys found my content enjoyable. Don't forget to hit the notification so you don't miss any of my videos. Leave a like, guys. And of course, don't forget to comment in the comment section below, what was your favorite part of the video? Does your key work? Ask me any questions and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching and I will catch you next time.